I'm here with Abby from the Wander School.
Yep.
Yeah. So, tell us about your school. Tell us what you do. Tell us what you're about, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I would love to. I'm Abby Artemisia, and my school is the Wander School. It's actually an acronym for Wild Artemisia, Nature, Discovery, Empowerment, and Reconnection, because that's what we're about, is reconnecting people with these traditional ways and with nature and with each other. Also super important to our health. And over the past several years, back in 2020, we became a nonprofit to expand and help connect herbalists who had herbs and remedies with people that needed herbs and remedies during the pandemic. So we started working with Linda Black Elk and the Lakota, and we work in Cherokee with the Cherokee people and learn as much from them as we help. But I think it's just so important to think about where our knowledge as herbalists in this country comes from. And the truth is that a lot of it has been stolen from indigenous people and enslaved people and the descendants of enslaved people. So acknowledgement and reciprocity is a great place to start, but I don't feel like it goes far enough. So we're taking these measures to do more. And of course, we educate people. That is our main goal in all areas. But in order to make up for some of the oppression and atrocities, we're starting a free herbal clinic.
Ooh, yay! Here in town?
Yeah, we're actually it's going to be a mobile clinic.
Okay.
And we're going to start out doing work in Cherokee and working with mostly with the unhoused population in West Asheville. But we hope to expand. So if there are any herbalists or anyone else who wants to volunteer or knows about grants or wants to donate bands, we're looking for all of those things.
Oh, that's awesome, because that's totally needed here and everywhere.
Yes, definitely.
It's just like the nearest closest one is in Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah. And so sweet. That's awesome. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And I was like, I also can't volunteer in Atlanta because it's too far away.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's actually who I went and did some training with. So yeah.
Okay. And that the one in Atlanta we're talking about, just so everyone knows, is the herb bus?
It was the herb bus, and that was through Herbalista. And now they're working internationally a lot. So Floor and Forage took that over, and they have the herb cart.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, awesome. You also wrote a book.
I did. Yeah.
So Abby wrote this awesome book as well.
Yeah, it's called The Herbal Handbook for Homesteaders. And I say you don't have to have a homestead to use it. Your homestead can be in your heart. And interestingly, I was asked to write this book by the publisher, and they had the name already. I found out several years after writing it that there is some racism around homesteading. That a lot of people who have land are white people who have that land out of privilege. And a lot of that comes out of the Homestead Act of many years ago. And the families have held on to that land. And it gives unfair privilege and advantage to people who have been oppressed. So I'm trying to just roll with that, since I can't change the name, and use the money from the sales to do good things for our nonprofit. But it does, what I did basically was take my information from a decade of teaching and put it in this book. I talk about how to forage ethically and sustainably and safely, and what to forage, and also how to grow herbs. And these are the most common herbs that you would find growing wild, and then also super easy to grow herbs as well. oil, how to make a bunch of different remedies in a really easy, accessible way, and then also herbs as food.
Awesome. Well, we love a good book, so and the money's going to a good cause.
Thanks. Yeah. And then we also have our herb school course, which is called Wildcrafted Herb School, and it really is about wild crafting. We go out every day on a plant walk, and I think, you know, it's so great that education is accessible virtually now, but there's something so important about being able to touch and see the plants and making medicine of those plants that grow around us every day, because I truly believe that's our best medicine. And we have, you know, half of our teachers are BIPOC people. We study Afro-botany, and we have 2 indigenous teachers. We go to Cherokee. We learn about traditional native foods. We learn from a Menominee herbalist about her roots. We learn about racism in herbalism and what we can do to counteract that, and medicinal mushrooms, habitat, and ecology. I say it's a different kind of herb school, and I really mean that. You know, we learn beginning botany, and we need more herbalists in the world. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today.
You're so welcome. It's been a pleasure.
And then just briefly, where can we find you on the web?
Sure.
So that, you know, if someone wants to check out your school.
Yeah, thank you. So the website is thewanderschool.com, wander with an A, like how we go wandering. And we're also on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube as The Wander School.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.